a little tiny closet.
How tall is the door on the closet?
It's tall.
When you just opened it and it's real tiny on the inside?
They boarded it up.
Hadn't always been like that, huh?
No, you can only step in 1.5 feet. They boarded it up.
So do you think you're remembering this house as a tenant or someone who came there? Or do you think you're one of the original owner's wife? You don't want to draw that conclusion, right?
I don't know.
Very good. Now I want you to go ahead and look at the door that closed that take you out into the hallway.
Okay.
Can you see that door?
Mm-hmm.
Now keep watching that door. And there's a beautiful bright light. It's going to start by coming under the bottom of the door. Can you see that light? It's beautiful bright light. It's just coming under the door like someone turned a light on the other side. But this one is shining through really strong. Tell me when you can see that bright light.
I can see it through the top.
Ah, through the top. And keep looking at the door. The light's going to be coming in from all around the entire edges of the door. And just tell me when you can see light coming around the entire edge. Ah, very good. And as you watch that light surround that door, the door is going to open magically on its own accord, and someone who can help you with what's going on and what you're seeing is going to show themselves. They're going to come through that door, and I want you to tell me who comes through the door first.
Daddy.
Oh, very nicely. Your father?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And go ahead and give him a big hug. How good is it to see him?
Good.
Very good. And ask him how's he doing.
How you doing, Daddy? He said he's good.
Very nicely. Now, he has a message for you. He wants to give you a message. He knew that you had some questions, and he wants to give you that message first. Go ahead and receive that message and tell me what he says. What's his message?
He just said, I love you.
Ah, very, very good. And ask him, where is he? Where is he spending most of his time these days? Or where is he spending?
Where are you, Dad? He says, I know where he is.
Has your dad passed?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, very nicely. So ask him, is he watching you?
Are you watching me? He says, of course I know.
He said, of course you what?
I know he is.
Ah, very good. And ask him, how does he feel about your most recent marriage?
How do you feel about my marriage? He says, as long as I'm happy.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
He'll always be looking out.
Excellent. And tell him, since you're there, you had a few questions that you wanted to ask. Is that possible that he can share some things with you?
Daddy, can you answer some questions for me? He said he'll try.
Oh, very good. And ask him, how many times have you been to the earth? How many incarnations have you had on the earth?
How many incarnations have I had on the earth?
was just curious.
He says he can recollect 4.
Oh, very nice. And ask him what's the significance of this house that you're in.
Daddy, what's the significance of this house that I'm in?
Ask him, why are you so drawn to this house and to New Orleans?
Why am I so drawn to this house in New Orleans? Daddy said it's because of him. He's never been there, but I couldn't help myself from what he taught me to always go there.
And why did he always want you to go to New Orleans?
He didn't. He just wanted me to project.
He just wanted you to project what?
Astral project.
Astral project to New Orleans?
Everywhere.
Oh, very good. So did you guys play those games when you were younger? Where you
They weren't games, they were exercises.
Well, those exercises, and were you ever able to project yourself there?
Mm-hmm.
And now here you have an opportunity to project yourself, and you've done it again, huh?
I got good at it.
Very, very good. And why, and who was Larry? Who was the gentleman Larry in there? Is he the owner of the house now?
Yes.
So if you were to go to New Orleans, you could find this house, and would Larry be there now?
Probably.
Very nice. And those 4 lives, that he could recall, how many was he involved in with those other lives?
I always remember my dad being with me.
So he's been in every life. I just want you to ask him. I want you to ask him.
Daddy, have you been in every life?
Those past 4 lives that he spoke
of
of?
mine?
He'll tell you.
He said he's been here longer, but I only remember 4.
He said he's been here on the planet longer, but he only recalls 4 for yourself then?
I only remember 4.
So you never ask him, you're just telling me what you know, or are you asking him as I'm asking you to ask him?
No. Daddy talks like that.
Okay. So he says he only remembers 4 of your lives.
Yeah.
And ask him could he go ahead and elaborate on those then? That's understood.
Can you tell me which 4, where, when, where I was?
Exactly.
The first was Kemet.
Very good. And were you a male or female?
I was a female.
And you said Kemet or Camelot?
Kemet.
Kemet. And where is Kemet located?
That's what they call Egypt now.
Oh, very good. So you were in Kemet and you were female. Did you have children in that lifetime?
I was a daughter.
Oh, very good. And a daughter of?
A priest.
Oh, very good. Is that where you learned a lot of the magic that you know?
Yeah.
Very, very good. And how old did you grow to be in that life? Did you have a family?
No, I died early.
Understood. And would you be able to recall your name from that time?
Kumba.
Kumba. Kumba of Kemet, or Egypt. Daughter of a priest. Priestess? Beautiful.
I was studying.
And how did you pass in that particular life?
There's something wrong with my blood.
An illness.
Daddy couldn't save me.
Understood. So was he your dad in that particular lifetime?
He was the priest, so yes.
Very good. And then what was the next life where you had an incarnation on the planet Earth?
Cold.
Somewhere where it's really cold?
Oh. Cold.
Ah, somewhere cold. What part of the world were you in?
Walking.
And where would that be today?
Bering Strait.
Walking in the Bering Straits? Very good. And were you a male or female in that life?
Female.
Female once again. And what type of family did you have then?
Clan.
Ah, you had a clan. And do you know the time frame that you were there?
Nothing there. Nothing. Ice. Cold.
Were you human?
Yes.
You're a female human?
Yes.
And is he showing you this in your mind's eye?
Walking with my clan.
Ah, you're walking with your clan. And
Across the Bering Strait.
Across the Bering Straits. So were the Bering Straits, were they frozen at that point?
We're heading here.
Ah, very good. And what is your clan? What just happened?
Cold.
You're just cold.
Don't like cold.
Understood. And inside you're starting to feel warmth flow right over your body. You're totally warm, safe, and protected. You're not going to expose yourself to the cold, but you're still there. And how many looks like it's in your clan?
Maybe 25.
And how old are you in this clan?
Child.
Ah, you're a child. Very good. And do you know how old you live to be in that particular life as well? What does your dad say?
Daddy, how old did I get? Daddy died before me.
Ah, understood. Understood. And what about the next life, that third life that you incarnated on the planet Earth? What part of the country or the world were you in then? He'll tell you.
Daddy, where was I? In the third one. Late. 17. Hundreds.
Oh, the late 1700s. Very good. And what area of the world were you in then?
North America.
Ah, North America. Very good. And were you Native American? And were you male or female?
Female.
Once again, still a female. Did you have a family in this particular lifetime?
I don't know if they're mine. They're mine, my family.
And how old are you?
Young woman. 20s.
Oh, very good. And he's showing your... So are you actually in that scene now then?
Yeah, but lots of family members.
Lots of family members. And do you have a mate?
I'm not sure.
Very nicely. And so how is your dad showing you this? By just literally taking you to these scenes themselves?
He said, remember.
Oh, and as he says, remember, you're all of a sudden in the scene?
I've been there.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And do you see yourself with any children?
A son.
Oh, very good. And I want you, while he's showing you that scene, I want you to go where you lived in that tribe, and you're going to be there in a count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. You're there. What does your space look like?
A shack.
Very nice. And what is a shack made of?
Just a felt tree lumber.
Does it look like something that can be moved from one place to the next? Is it a temporary shelter?
It's just like 4 boards. I mean, there's really nothing to it.
Very.
But everything looks like that. There's sparseness.
And is your son with you, or your mate?
My son.
What's his name? Bear. Very nicely. I want you to go into the future to another day and another time in that lifetime as a Native American, to a very important day, to a very, very important day when something significant is going on in that particular life. And I want you to be there in a count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where are you now? What's happening?
Reservation.
Okay, and what does the reservation look like, or what is it called?
It's the Chickasaw Reservation.
Chickasaw. That sounds like somewhere in Ohio. Do you know which territory you're in?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma Territory. Very good. And what is the name of the tribe that you are?
Chickasaw.
And how old are you in this scene?
Old.
Very nice. So you lived a nice long life, huh?
Old.
And as you see your clan, How many children did you end up having at that age?
Three.
Very nicely. And is your dad still there with you in this scene?
No.
Okay. So you recollect you may have had three. Is there anyone there in that scene with you?
Not yet.
So is someone coming? And who's coming?
My grandmother.
Ah, was that the last day of your life?
I gave it up.
Ah, very good. And your grandmother is now there?
She was born.
Was she born on that reservation?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, very nicely. And what does she look like now, as you're seeing her?
Beautiful brown skin, silky black hair.
Ah, so she's young. And I want you to greet her.
She doesn't know who I am.
Ah, very good. Just greet her and say hello.
She's a baby.
Oh, she's a baby now? So she went from being a mature woman.
No, me.
Oh, you're a baby. And your grandmother has you.
No, I'm my grandmother.
Ah, very good. Very, very good. And now have they let you know that that's who you were in the past life?
That's
Or simultaneously, but you know what I mean.
that's how she came to be.
Ah, very good. I want us to go back to where your dad was. He should still be there waiting for you. He's still back in that space. We wanted to just take a little side trip and do some exploring. And I want you to tell me when you're back in New Orleans with your dad in that big room, at that door with that beautiful light. And you should be there in the count of 3, 2, and 1. You're there. Dad's still there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. And I want you to thank him for showing you what he's shown you.
Thank you, Daddy.
And what does he say?
You're welcome, Pig.
So, were you his mother? Or his grandmother?
That was his mother.
Very interesting. Didn't think about that, huh? And what are you doing now? Still standing there with him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very nicely. Very nicely. And ask him before he goes back into the light, does he have anything else that he would like to share with you?
Daddy, do you have anything else you'd like to share with me? Daddy's funny. He said, let's go.
And he said, what, he's one to take you back into the light?
Oh, he wants us to fly.
Ah, is he going to show you something?
We always flew. He wants us to fly.
All right, go ahead and take his hand and let him guide you wherever he's going to go. How does that feel to fly?
Fast.
He's moving fast, huh?
Real fast.
Is he taking you somewhere? Where is he taking you?
Everything's fast.
And it's starting to slow down. It's starting to slow down. He actually wanted to show you something, and you're slowing down and you're landing, and you take a long, slow, deep breath and relax. And what just happened?
Real hot.
Did you go so fast that it warms you up in the air, or?
Yeah.
And now that you landed, where are you?
We don't land, we hover.
So as you're hovering, what are you hovering over?
Where are we, Daddy? He's said in Georgia.
Ask him, can he take you closer to Alaska? And you want to get there fast. It's a little cooler there in Alaska. But just for the fun of it, I want you to grab his hand and I want you guys to shoot across the country. Are you going fast?
Wait a minute.
Oh, was he showing you something in Georgia?
No, I told him, wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
I have to be ready to. He goes much faster than I do.
Oh, okay. He's used to traveling like that.
Okay, Daddy.
How does it feel just to be hanging out
Woo!
with him? What? You ain't never moved that fast, huh?
That was real quick.
And are you there now? You're just headed to a nice northern, cool climate. And
That's cooler. I just don't know where it is.
we were trying to get to Alaska.
I know. I mean, I've never been here before.
That's okay. What does it look like there?
A lot of trees.
Very beautiful. And is it much
Peaceful.
cooler there now?
Oh yeah.
Are you more comfortable now?
Mm-hmm. Mom, Daddy, don't go fast.
Oh, very, very nicely. And I want you to have him take you to, there's a cave. There's a beautiful cave there in Alaska. And there's one that he knows where it's at. He just innately knows where it's at. And I want you to go ahead and have him take you to that cave. And I just want you to stand there in front of it and tell me when you get there.
Daddy, take me to that cave. He said, am I sure I want to go?
Yeah, there's a beautiful entrance to a place where all your guardian angels are there. And you just want to go and meet them, that's all. There's a waterfall right in front of the cave, so the area is very beautiful. So ask him, could he please go ahead and take you to the cave under the waterfall where the beautiful guardian angels and spirit guides, they're all there.
Daddy, please take me to the cave.
And also the crystal beings are there.
Dad, be quiet. Listen.
What do you hear?
Humming.
Oh, beautiful. You're there at the opening of the cave?
Outside.
And can you see the waterfall? Is it not as beautiful as I said? Very nicely. And you can tell your dad that you love him and give him a big hug and tell him you'll be fine from here unless he decides he just wants to hang and meet everyone else with you. What does he decide?
Let me go. He said, see you, Piggy.
Say that again? What is it?
See you, Piggy.
Oh, very good. And is he gone now?
Yeah.
Very nice. You can always see him later. Now I want you to just go over to the waterfall And just stick your hand up under it and just go ahead and take a little sip of that water. You're going to need that. Is the water cold?
Oh, yeah.
Tastes delicious though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Cold on my hand.
Now you need to go ahead and scoop a little bit and put it over your face. And just rub it over your eyes while they're closed. And that's going to allow you to see every beautiful being that's going to come out and communicate with you right now. And go ahead and tell me when you've had the water over your face. I know it's cold, but it's okay.
Whew.
It is cold, huh? Very nicely. Now I want you to just step back from the waterfall. And if you really look at the waterfall, you can see the opening behind it. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Now there's going to be a bright light that's going to come from inside that cave. A beautiful bright light. And the crystal beings are going to come out first because they have an amazing message for you. And I want you to be ready to receive that message. And are they starting to come out now?
Flickering.
You see the light flickering behind the water?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when they start to come out and if more than one comes out.
Lights everywhere, flickering.
So they're already out then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And you can ask them if they want, could they take a human form? Or you can speak to them as the flickering light. Which do you prefer?
It's like a silhouette with bright lights.
Oh, beautiful. And they have a message for you because you've been very interested in them. And I want you to receive the message first.
Frequency.
Did they say your frequency is high enough or is it too low?
No, I said everything is frequency.
Oh, so true. Very good. And ask them, that's pretty profound. Can they please share more?
Can you tell me more? Everything has a frequency. To be more in tune, I have to know the frequency.
And ask them, by drinking the water, does it raise your frequency?
Does drinking the water raise my frequency? Yes.
Oh, very good. Well, go ahead and step up